Good morning and welcome to the Business Update segment, where we bring you nothing but the best in the world of business. Before we get to our main stories, let's get into our business latest for today. And today's business latest, we are going to look at the commodity, and specifically we are going to take a look at agriculture, because we are celebrating the Farmers' Day, and tomorrow happens to be the final day, and we are going to know our farmers and how they are performing and also how they are contributing to the economic development. Next week, we are going to bring you the regional food prices for you to know why we have differences in price in Greater Accra, Ashanti region, Western. We'll bring you all such analysis next week on the business latest. But today, let's take a look at the commodity. So this agriculture in the world market, the first item, as you can see, is the soya bean. We have the wheat. We have the, let's jump to palm oil. What's Ghana? We are major into it. So the wheat, the palm oil, when you go down, we have the coffee, we have that of the cotton, we have that of the cocoa, the rice. And looking at the performance or the price trend, this is a price of soya bean that is per bushel in terms of United States dollar. So it is 995.66 per bushel, that's United States dollars. And you could see there is a slight increase in price as we speak. There's an increment in price of 1.16 United States dollars. And the percentage change here is 0.09%. Weekly, there is a change of 1.39%. So in the world market, soya bean is actually changing or increasing slightly. And someone might ask, what is really the factors? We will get there. Let's take a look at that of the cocoa, since we happens to be one of the largest cocoa company or cocoa country in this very world. So in terms of cocoa, we have 6,949.19 United States dollars per a metric ton. So currently, the price of cocoa in the world market is 6,994,000. That's 49.19 United States dollars. And there is a slight change in the price of cocoa. As of today, 5.99 increase in price, and the percentage is 0.09%. There are so many things that actually result in this when you take a look at that of the oats, the wool, the sugar, and that of the corn specifically. Yes, corn is one thing that you can't do away with, because in Ghana, everything is about corn. So currently, the price of corn in the world market is 426.559 United States dollars per bushel. And the price change is or increased by 0.3492. Percentage change is 0.08%. The same applies to this very thing. So as at 8:51 a.m. So you can see these are current updates in the commodity market as we speak. But there are so many factors that account for changes in prices in the world market. First is the demand and supply. When we talk about demand and supply, whenever a demand for a commodity, that is when we want more of the commodity, but the supply is constant, it pushes the price of that very item high. So let's assume that the demand for soya bean is very high, but the supply is constant, meaning that the price of soya bean is going to shoot very up. That is what you can see here. When you go to that of the cocoa, to the same thing, since it has increased by a margin of 5.99, meaning that the price of cocoa has also gone up due to demand and supply. There's a lot of factors that affect the pricing of commodity in the international market. One is the money supply aspect. One also happens to be the geographical political event. And we'll bring you details of all this moving forward on business latest. Today, we wanted you to know the price of commodities in the world market, since we are in the farmers' celebration week, actually. So this is what we have for you on business latest today on the business update segment. Up next is the main story. And with our main story beginning with, the Institute of Economic Affairs criticized the Bank of Ghana's gold coin initiative, arguing it fails to address the core issues driving Ghana's demand for foreign currency and serves only as a temporary measure. The IEA also disputed claims that the Ghana gold coin would effectively manage liquidity, as it results in no net liquidity reduction. Instead, the IEA recommends long-term reforms such as fiscal discipline, inflation control, and measures to balance foreign exchange. to sustainably stabilize the cedi and reduce reliance on the dollar. In our second story, Bitcoin reached a new peak of 75,255 United States dollars as earlier U.S. presidential election results showed former President Donald Trump leading in the Electoral College. According to the Associated Press, Bitcoin's value rose by 7.7%, alongside significant increase in stock prices and bond yields, reflecting market expectation of elections' impact. Analysts believe a Trump victory could benefit Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency due to his market-friendly stance and previous lenient regulatory approach. In contrast, Vice President Kamala Harris has not clarified her position on cryptocurrency, and her win could bring tighter regulations, potentially affecting Bitcoin's value. Investors remain courteous as they await final election results. But the good news is Trump has won, meaning that we are going to have a good news in the industry of Bitcoin. In our last story for the day, in October 2024, inflation rose slightly to 22.1%, up from 21.5% in September. According to the Ghana Statistical Service, food inflation increased to 22.8%, while non-food inflation rose to 21.5%. Locally produced goods saw a rise of 24.6% compared to 23.4% the previous month, whereas imported items decreased to 16.3% from 17.0%. Government statistician Professor Samuel Enim highlighted that the October figure represents a 0.6 percentage point increase from September. He noted that food inflation rose by 0.7 percentage points from 22.1% in September, and non-food inflation increased by 0.6 percentage points from 20.9% in the same month. That's all we have for you on Business Update segment. I am Clement Yabankwe. Stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the show.